Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I was reading a very cool review by Exness. A shout out to Michael Stark for those professional reviews. And basically, the review was mentioning how the sentiment towards UK political situation is getting better. And other things that are supporting the Great British Pound. And just a reminder quickly for new traders, when we're looking at the pair of Great British Pound to USD, then basically the pound is called the base currency and the US dollar is the quote currency. And when the pair is at 1.35, it means that one British pound costs $1.35 in US dollars. Okay, so basically, if the sentiment toward the UK is improving and the pound strengthens while the US dollar is unchanged, then the pair should rise because more dollars are required to buy £1. And then I said, okay, let's look at the technicals. I'm in the monthly, and I've got the Don Sheehan channel here, which shows me some potential key supports and also this orange line currently at about 130. That may be a magnet for the price as well as support. And I'll be also looking at, and then before that, before I look into a zoom in, because I want to teach you how I'm doing it as well. I'm looking at the range. So I'm looking basically at where the current bar is and bars back that are within the same range. So I'm not going to start it from here. I'm going to look at the range. So, but let's look at it closer. So from the monthly, I'm going to the weekly. I'm going to zoom in, and I can also remove this so we have more space to look at. So if you can see, basically, down here, that's at the 130, and up here, the high is 139. So I want to basically encompass the bars that are within this range. And then I have the volume profile. So I got to it by going here on TradingView to the fixed range volume profile. And let's get rid of the DC for a minute. It shows me the two blue lines. The upper one is the value area high, the lower one is the value area low, and the red one is the POC, the point of control, where most of the volume traded at that price, meaning that's the fair value. According to the auction, the buyers and sellers that transacted during this period, during this range, a period of this range, then they decided that the most fair value typically during this period is 134, very close to the current price, which is 1.3464. And then I also have these levels in purple where they are the monthly. So looking at the start of the month, July, and looking at also the volume profile. Here it's displayed a bit differently, but same concept. The monthly value area high is currently over here and possibly a support for price that went up. Also almost met the value area high. Let's extend this so it includes the current price action. Okay, so almost went up to reach the blue line, the value area high, and now possibly retracing to the point of control, the POC. That is the fair value of the period as mentioned. Now, I'm showing you this because you can quite quickly achieve a situation where your technical analysis goes up a lot at least in terms of some orientation. Later, you can also look at smaller time frames and trade your own tactics and different indicators, but this gives you a broad view of what's going on. And also, many times, these levels act as support and resistances because others are also watching them. And even if they are calculated, there might be calculated a little bit differently, for example, on NinjaTrader or other platforms, but they're very, very similar. They're going to be very close to this level. If price gets over here, then you can expect that there's going to be some professional traders that are going to be covering their profitable shorts from before. Covering means buying because you need to buy back the asset to give it back to whoever lent it to you. Okay, so exiting a short means a little bit of buying pressure, at least temporarily. And then if they're covering over here because they're thinking others will do so, then the price may at least temporarily reverse, or not temporarily, but it means that if you're shorting as well, you probably want to consider taking at least a partial profit and exiting part of your position. We can also see that, let's go to the daily time frame. So we also have the open of June 17th. That started a big down day, and we may be testing that. So do note all that. Okay, so this was quickly about utilizing the volume profile, and also you can check out the key levels of the monthly. And I wouldn't be going long now on the pair of the British pound US dollar before we get to that POC. For exact numbers and finer details, do exactly, I suggest that you do exactly what I did. Go to TradingView, find the range, go to the fixed range volume profile, drag it so you see the area. For me, I started it at, let's see the exact date, so you have it. Let's take this out a bit. For me, it starts on 11th of April, 2025. And last but not least, that I didn't mention, the value area is where 68 to 70% of the volume transacted during these prices. Some have it configured on 68, which is also 2 standard deviations, and some have it on 70%. It's more or less the same. What's more important is that there's many traders and algos that watch it, so you can also understand that these key levels as also potential supports and resistances, or places to take partial profits or exit, or make sure that you put your stop not exactly there but beyond, and so forth, or when you enter. So these are basically key levels that are much more important than just random prices or top of candles and so forth, or moving averages. These are statistical key levels that hedge funds and professionals are looking at. So thank you again for Michael Stark for that shout out that made me look at this, and hope you guys learned something about a very simple and effective technical analysis tool. Thank you. Do return to Investing Live for additional views, additional news, and education.